What's going on, everybody? C4 here. Welcome back to the Oakland Raiders Madden 20 franchise mode, where we are not off to a good start. 1-3 here to kick off year 2 of the Raiders franchise, year 1 in Las Vegas, but we can turn this entire season on its head by getting back-to-back divisional wins at home in Vegas. First up, week 5, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Week 6, we have the Denver Broncos, a team that we've absolutely destroyed and dominated through 2 games that we played them last season. So, I mean, and week 4, our first victory of the season, was also at home. So I'm kind of hoping that we can at least defend our fortress. We're the Raiders. You need to have that home field advantage. You're in Las Vegas. It's a desert. We're outside. These teams that are coming in aren't acclimated to the weather. That can be a big hometown advantage. Plus, you have all the distractions of Las Vegas. I mean, what happens is Patrick Mahomes finds a chick that has a ketchup fetish in Las Vegas Strip, ends up, oversleeping, doesn't get, the right amount of Z's, and his playbook is, it's kind of scrambled inside of his head because he's just so, focused on what he saw that lady do with a bottle of ketchup the previous night. So either way, I do feel like we have an opportunity here at worst to make it the best home field advantage in the National Football League. So we're going to need it, though, in spades, because every time, so we've played the Chiefs twice last year. Both games, Mahomes went for over 400 yards on our ass. And even with the fact that we were playing pretty good defense last season, I really don't know what happened. We talk about Derek Carr being bipolar. I legitimately think I'm bipolar playing Madden 20. I mean, if you look at how we played defense last year in year 1, we were pretty okay for the most part. I mean, at least when we gave up a big play, we had someone like Garyon Conley who finished the season with 7 interceptions. He would get a pick or two. He would keep the opposing offense in check because they know, okay, we might be able to get him deep, but he also might be able to pick it off. And we had a bunch of sacks. We were getting a lot of pressure with Mo Hurst and Cleveland Ferrell last season, and this year it just hasn't been there. I don't know why I can't play defense. And while we're struggling to find some identity on the defensive side of the ball, there's no worse team, regardless of if it's in Vegas in the desert or if it's at Arrowhead, to take on than the Kansas City Chiefs, because they are going to punish you. So this is a huge episode, guys. This is a massive episode. We're not going to focus on anything else outside of the football, because if, we're on the wrong side of a week 5 and week 6 L, this turns from, is this going to be Derek Carr's team? Is he going to be our franchise quarterback? Can he throw 40 touchdowns? To, do we tank for Trevor? That is a complete possibility depending on how this episode goes. So it's nothing but straight football. Week 5 against Kansas City. Week 6 against the Denver Broncos. Both times are coming to the desert. Let's smoke them. Trying to bend, not break. 3rd and 2. They still could technically get a first down and not get a touchdown, which would be annoying because they've had the ball almost the whole first quarter here. And wide open, man. It's almost like I was saying, he's like, I should probably just sim the defense. But then I'd make it unrealistic because I'm ass and we should be getting spanked when I'm playing defense right now. I mean, what can you do there? Kelsey is just way better than anyone we possibly could have cover him in that scenario. 3rd and 3, blown play. We can't remind ourselves enough how bad the Kansas City Chiefs offense is. And by offense, I mean defense. I was just so mind blown by that. I got everything discombobulated. You can remember how bad this Chiefs defense is. Every time we've played them, it's been who can outscore who, and it looks like that's very much going to be the case here today in the desert. Second goal, for the love of God, someone to cover Kel. Oh, look, wide open again. Let's go. I must have just nuked my defense with whatever sliders I just put on, because literally they can't cover anyone. I want the shootout. We need to make a big play here. Good. Yep. And this is where the game gets out of hand. 3rd and 6. Can we do something that just looks like NFL defense? Right now, it's like going through the motions. They're just slowly going to work their way down the field. We're going to leave someone wide open. Watch this. Here we go. Oh. There we go. Right on time. Bullshit.
Let's go. Let's do it.
What's the point? What is the point of running that road if you're not going to come towards the ball? 3rd and 6. We are in the 3rd quarter now. I'm so, I think I'm going to flick it back to all pro. I've been playing all Madden for 90% of this franchise. It's just, I don't know, man. You know what it is? And I realize this playing the rebuilds. This game, with how it's designed with the X Factors, it is quite simply not fun And I can almost argue not fair when you're playing with a really shitty team with no X factors. You have like no counters to anything. You don't have any of those big wow like literally outside of AB getting the occasional freak play, right? There's nothing. This team offers absolutely nothing. We don't have any of the OP, like, even though Jonathan Abrams is a big time hitter, we don't have the big, oh come on. Fuck, man. Yeah, we don't, this team doesn't offer anything right now. And I feel like to compete on all Madden, which was unplayable last year, you need some X factors to help you out. And we don't have that. If they score, I'm waving the white flag on this one. I'm waving the white flag. We're coming out. We're simming the defense. I'm not doing this. I'm recording this on the weekend. I got to go to a birthday party. I don't want to be in a pissed off mood. Like, hey, C4, why are you so mad? We're at a party. I'm going to go, oh, just because my defense in my video game sucks. That video game that I play for a living. My team is unfucking playable. Benjamin gets us close. Josh Jacobs is the hammer that finishes it off. One of the rare positives we have this year is I think this Josh Jacobs, Benjamin tandem is going to work long term for this Raiders franchise, Raiders offense, and for John Gruden. I'll never know why in Madden your wide receiver will never break towards the ball on something like that. Like, it's a curl, right? You know the cornerback's right behind you. Why not while you're standing there? Like, can we get a replay of this pick? While Tyrell Williams is standing there, look, standing, knowing damn well there's someone behind him. He's basically, that dude 21's arms were on Tyrell Williams' shoulders. That's a hustle play. That's a hustle play. That is Tyrell Williams not hustling on a play. And you know what I do? We're sick and tired of this bullshit. When you're not hustling on a play, you're getting benched. CD Lamb, there you go. You're taking over for Tyrell Williams. I don't care if Tyrell Williams had a 60-yard touchdown. You don't put any effort in the fourth quarter when things aren't going good. I don't want you on my squad. So, short term, he's getting benched. Long term, we'll wait and see. What? See? Oh, CD Lamb's hurt. I swear to God, guys. I promise you all that are watching it for your sanity. I knocked off like 10 points off injuries. And still, we're plagued. We're cursed. Broken collarbone. Cool. What else could happen? Is there going to be a hooker, a hooker in our locker room when we inevitably lose and we all get suspended? That's literally the only logical thing that could happen next. 3rd and goal on the 3. We're gonna try to pound this one in. Benjamin, and there we go. He gets his first, I believe that's his first career touchdown. Maybe it's second. I think it's his first. I mean, we're still kind of in this game. The defense can do something here. We might have a chance, slim chance, but it's a chance, and we're in Vegas. Any chance is a good chance. That's game. There's a loss. A loss, and our second injury to our second first-round pick. First, we had C.J. Henderson miss the first 2 weeks. Broken collarbone, suffered it in the preseason. Then I was like, you know what? We saw in the comments. I read the comments every now and again. I know the comments are toxic. I know the comments can't believe that I'm not playing on pro and winning every game 70-0. But I read the comments. He said, turn the injuries down. I went, okay, you know what? I think you're right. And then, out of nowhere, when things couldn't already be a dumpster fire, broken collarbone, that's, what, 5-6 weeks probably. We'll find the injury update on CD Lamb. But that's just fantastic. At CD Lamb's, it's only 6 weeks, right? I guarantee when he comes back 6 weeks from now, we're going to be right in the playoff hunt. I'm positive that. We'll look at a contract negotiation to try to get something positive here. Our Pro Bowl fullback, Chris Warren. I mean, we don't really utilize him a whole lot, but it's nice to have him on the roster. So we'll get him locked up for a brand new deal. Congratulations. Don't get the Broncos this week. We know the familiar faces. Chris Harris Jr. has the X Factor. You got Vaughn Miller with the X Factor. They're big dogs. But the biggest change to this Broncos team from a year ago. They had Flacco just stinking up the place. But now Drew Lock, the man selected the second round out of Mizzou. Probably, he's He's a John Elway guy. Prototypical John Elway type QB. He's running the show now here in Denver. So a team that we've dominated. We are coming in as the Raiders. Garbage. Absolute garbage. Both sides of the ball. Literally, we have our one X factor on offense in Antonio Brown. He's the only guy that can do anything. We got a nice, inconsistent, but there's promise to a running back room of Josh Jacobs and Eno Benjamin as a little tandem. But other than that, man, this at the beginning of the season, because of how bad we dominated the Broncos last year in both games, I thought this was an insta win, especially at home. Now I'm just gonna be happy if Andrew Luck. Do we call him Andrew? Can we call him Andrew Luck? We're gonna be formal here. I'm gonna be happy if we can keep him under 80% completion percentage. That is how bad our defense is right now. This might be it, man. This could be the week where we look at Derek Carr and say, this is the line in the sand, bud. You either go this way, you turn it around, and you prove to everyone that you're our franchise quarterback, or if we lose this week, we are 90% in tank for Trevor season. Let's go, Josh Jacobs. Jingleheimer Schmidt. That is a huge carry. 61 yards for the running back that has 84 speed. All right, second and goal. Let's see what we got here. What do we got? We got AB at the top of the screen on Chris Harris. I want to punish Tyrell Williams, but of course with CeeDee Lamb hurting himself, we're not going to handicap our team worse than it already is. So we're just going to have to go to Mr. Big Chest AB. Obviously his touchdowns this season are down. He's probably not going to challenge for the 25 touchdowns he got last year, but he still is, in my opinion, the best wide receiver in the league. All right, time for the defense to step it up here. I'm really sick, especially right now with Garyon Conley. Man, had God knows how many just big-time plays last season. 7 picks, probably could have had a dozen if he was able to, turn some of those pass deflections. This year, literally, he's a first-down machine. He's wide. He keeps everyone wide open. He can't at the top of the run. He just gives up soft catch after soft-ass catch. And right now, like, everything is a march, Oh, do I see a baton? Because it's like we're leading the march here on our defense. They're like, oh no, just go this way, go between the tackles, just get your touchdown, hurry up, let's get our job done, collect our paycheck, let the offense hopefully win a shootout every week. That is the mentality of this defense right now, and I don't know how to fix it. 3rd and goal on the 6. Like, literally, if they can make a wow play, if Drew Lock can have a touch pass back corner end zone, fine. Just don't have someone wide open just standing there. Or that happened. There was 4 motherfuckers watching him walk into the end zone. Abram, Lee, Johnson, Joyner, just watching the QB waltz in. Oh my God. There you go, Tyrell. There you go. Make a little bit of amends for the bad play last week. Oh my God, everybody. It's 3rd and 18. Don't look away. We might actually get a defensive stand for once. We got Mo Hurst. We're bringing John Abram with the user sack. I have right now, win or lose, this potentially genius concoction of musical chairs on the defensive side of the ball that I think could at least be a breath of fresh air. You guys will see it after this, what changes I think about making. I think you'll agree with them. That's a big sack, Abram. I'll take that. Abram's tank back there. All right, we got 3rd and 14 on the 36. We are in scoring range. Any points at this point probably will help us. Let's see what we can work up here. Oh my God. No one wanted to block Chubb. Colton Miller, what a bust. Oh, Moreau, that is a phenomenal route. We saw the mismatch. Von Miller got stuck in the middle of the play. Does he go after the QB? Does he drop back into coverage? That was a terrific read. A great game so far for Derek Carr. They're going for it on 4th down. They're desperate. 4th and 6. We got Hassan Riddick at D end. Maybe a little sneak peek of what I'm kind of thinking about changing this defense. As Garyon Conley is a nightmare. He got paid. We got robbed blind by giving him that big contract. That's all I know right now. He has been god-awful this season. There, Mo Hurst heating up just a little bit in that inside. Getting a sack on Drew Lock. 5th sack of the year. There. Moher sack ends the game. We're finally in the win column. We're 2-4. That's pretty bad. Our best player might be our punter, but we're 2-4 and we're technically not eliminated. We got a strong game from Derek Carr, but it is the team that we owned every single time we play them. So I need to see this against anyone other than the Denver Broncos. But 3 touchdowns, no picks for Derek Carr was good. Running attack was there. Benjamin and Josh Jacobs both did a very solid job. We got 3, we're efficient because the run game was so good. We only had to really use Derek Carr in the red zone. Defensively, got a bunch of TFLs here. We were just livid in their backfield. They could not run the ball, which is why I'm kind of hyping up this defensive change, because our issue right now isn't remotely stopping the run. Our run defense is very good. We are just getting torched on the pass, so we're going to try to solve that. We got a sack and a half from Moher, sack Joseph, Abram, and half sack for Hassan Riddick. No turnovers. Those would be nice, but our best player continues to be just Johnny Towns. Every punt he makes right now is inside the 20. He's phenomenal out of Florida. He was the best player for the Florida Gators when he was there, at least from an offensive perspective. And he's slowly becoming one of the best players for an offensive perspective here for us in Oakland. To pop out of a 1-1 episode, sitting, we're only a game back in the West. The win, all we can say right now is the win in week 6 at least kind of keeps off the tank for Trevor fan base, that segment for another week. We got Bucks and Bills. Those are 2 very winnable games before our week 9 bye. So, we literally could be 4-4 in just a couple days' time. But what I wanted to say, how to hype up my change on defense. Right now, our defense is not struggling whatsoever stuffing the run. It's the pass. Our linebackers are getting picked on when it comes to stopping back and dropping back and just protecting anything. So what we're going to do is this. Arden Key's done absolutely nothing at defensive end. Hassan Riddick was a defensive end at Temple. So what we are going to do is we are going to make Hassan Riddick an outside linebacker to a defensive end. That is what his job is going to be. We're going to take Jonathan Abram, who's a tackle machine. He's pretty much a linebacker in our scheme, and we're officially going to make him a linebacker, a left outside linebacker to take over for Hassan Riddick. And that you go C4. Well, what else is going to happen? Well, then what else is we're going to take someone who has better tackling stats. We're going to make one of these 3. We have 3 safeties that are built like linebackers. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson played money backer for the Gators. Obi Melifonwu, we've used him as a linebacker in rebuilds. Let's see, who has better man coverage? We got 71. We're trying to run a lot of man defense. Tackling is, pursuit. Oh, my God. Melifonwu might be our option. Either way, I'm actually going to make both of them. This will be a way to get Denmark, who was under the radar but as a star dev, a little bit more snaps. I'm actually going to make both Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. We'll make him. We need a right outside linebacker right now because Vontaze Burfict, he's too slow, man. He is getting the tight ends. More often than not, the tight end is getting open because Vontaze Burfict cannot cover him. So we're just going to see what's the better overall here between these 2. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson's a 73 outside linebacker. Melifonwu's a 71. So we'll take Melifonwu. Actually, we'll keep him there. We'll honestly keep him there for the time being. I don't know what this is going to do to Vontaze Burfict. Finally, he's get benched. Everyone, he has a reputation, but we're going to be rocking and rolling like this. So from there, we're going to go to the depth chart. So the changes that we are going to be making. First and foremost, Hassan Riddick is now a 79 overall defensive end from whatever he was as an outside linebacker. That's a big upgrade over Arden Key. He was solid. He can still be used in a rotational role, but he just can't get pressure nearly consistently enough. So we're going to Hassan Riddick as a defensive end. Left outside linebacker is going to be Jonathan Abram. Middle linebacker will be Darren Lee. Right outside linebacker, we're taking Vontaze Burfict, who still is a leader, will still remain a team captain, and we're going to replace him with Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. So we're going to go with a linebacking core that, for the love of God, can we stop the running back pass to the backfield? Can we stop the cheesy slants to the tight ends? Well, the only way you can do that is straight up make your best cover players that can also kind of tackle your linebackers. Is this going to work out well? I don't know. We got 2 games coming up. We get the Bucks, who, they're more of a deep threat team. They want to try to, get the ball downfield to Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. But maybe week 8, maybe we'll find something about the Buffalo Bills if this whole defensive change is going to really amount to anything. But something needs to get done because offensively makes me not want to switch this down to all-pro. Because on all Madden right now, we can score on offense. But it's been our defense that has just been an absolute liability, makes this game not fun to play. And I get we don't have, those big-time superstar players on the defensive side of the ball. We don't really have them on the offensive side of the ball. We definitely don't have them on the defensive side of the ball. And, we don't have that ability that, Abram can get some of those cheesy Derwin James fumbles. Or, we're going to get, our corners can just trigger ability that they're just going to get great animations when they're trying to cover up some of the best wide receivers in the game. Like we're going up against. So, I mean, this is all the grind, the struggle of taking a team like the Raiders that are far from where they need to be and trying to make them something special. And it's this year 1, year 2, year 3 grind as we try to grow and develop these players into those superstar X factors. That's going to make the payoff that much more better. But we need to do something different. I feel like, the whole insanity is doing the same thing twice and expecting a different result. I feel like that's kind of the pattern, that holding pattern we've been on the defensive side of the ball. Let's make some changes. So we're going to have Gallimore take over for Punter Ford here at D-tackle. Hassan Riddick is taking over for Arden Key, defensive end. And we're going Chauncey Gardner-Johnson and Abram to try and help this pass defense at our linebacking core. You're not going to find a more athletic linebacking core. And, hopefully it pans out for us. So I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. Do you guys think that this linebacker change is going to work? Are you a part of trying to salvage this season at 2-4, turn it around and make a deep playoff run? Are you guys team #tank for Trevor? Let me know in the comment section below. As always, if you're first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, smash the like button if you enjoyed. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.
Money I'm spending, I'm out and I'm shopping. You talking that shit, well you talking the talking. Look at my options, look at me dropping. Ass in the game, like who are you stopping? Not me, not never. Not me, not never. Not me, not never. I'm way too clever. Look at the kid, Mr. Consistent, I'm doing it big. Way too persistent.